Tamasic or evil activities make one abnormal and unhappy. Rajasic or energizing activities make one normal and able to disciplining the body and mind. Sattvic or good activities awaken God consciousness and guide man to the region of spirit. All planets and stars are in charge of divine astral beings. The influence on man from the heavenly bodies is the result of a universal symbiosis governed by laws upheld by these higher beings. True science of astrology, therefore, is mathematics of one's own actions, not the mathematics of the brainless stars. The human being seeking a more spiritual consciousness should not withhold a natural expression of gratitude for the possession and functioning powers of his bodily temple. Man, identifying himself with a shallow ego, takes for granted that it is he alone who thinks, wills, feels, digests meals, never admitting through reflection only a little would suffice. Man is thus out of touch with universal harmonies and is little better than a lawless pirate, rendering no homage to countless forces that mercifully provide for the whole of his allotted span. Pitriyajna, offering oblations to ancestors. Nriyajna, offering food to the hungry. Bhutayajna, offering food to the animal kingdom. Deva Yajna, offering life current from the senses as sacrifices to soul sight. Brahma Yajna, offering the soul on the altar of the all-pervading spirit. The spiritual devotee is attainable only after faithful performance of the preceding four ceremonies, which inwardly as well as outwardly acknowledge man's debt to past, present world of lower beings and worlds of higher beings. Thus proving his fidelity to creation, man is fit to touch the hem of the Creator's robe. To err is human, is a comfortable, if invalid, excuse for non-use of man's God-given faculty of discrimination. The true yogi, withholding his mind, will and feeling from false identifications with bodily desires, uniting them with the superconscious forces in the seven cerebrospinal shrines, thus lives in this world as God hath planned. This is indeed the true fire ceremony, in which all past and present desires are fuel consumed by love for God. The ultimate flame receives the sacrifice of all human madness, and man is pure of dross. His metaphorical bones strip off all desirous flesh. His karmic skeleton bleach in the antiseptic sun of wisdom. Inoffensive before man and maker, he is clean at last. O man, offer thy labyrinthine longings into a monotheistic bonfire consecrated to the unparalleled God. Burn desire for human affection in the fire of aspiration for God alone, a love solitary because omnipresent. Devour all sorrows in sorrow for God's absence. Consume all regrets in meditative bliss.